Recuerda grabar la clase.
Estoy grabando.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. How are you today?
Very well. How are you?
Very well, very well. Before we start, I need to apologize if you hear lots of banging and cutting and so on. We've got some workmen doing some things in the kitchen, so hopefully it won't get too out of hand.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, but just to let you know
Okay.
that it's nothing to worry about. It's them making a noise. Okay,
Then.
so how are things going?
Very well. Thanks,
Yeah.
Ellie. How are you doing?
Pretty well. Did you have a chance to have a look at any of the things that we talked about yesterday? Oh, se cortó. Hello, hello.
Sorry.
Yeah. And it cut out for a second there.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you have a chance to have a look at any of the things that we talked about yesterday, the videos that we made? Oh, let's cut again.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. So was that something on your computer there that caused that?
Yeah. No, it's the Wi-Fi, but I don't know why it stopped working.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, so did you have a chance to have a look at any of the stuff that we talked about yesterday and the
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, I have. I looked at was it 61 through 63, right?
Yes, yeah. Did you have a chance to have a look at the video that I asked you to look at for I think it was my stage 2 lesson, to have a look with a critical eye?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it seems to be
Yeah,
having...
I have. It was very funny. It was
Mhm.
very funny because in the first like 2 minutes, everything that you have said to me like appeared in the video. For example, how to correct someone and how to, I don't know. I was just looking at the video, and you would correct someone, and then you repeat the sentence, the questions, and everything.
So you can get a feel for how it works. So now that you know what's going on behind all of that, you can see the different techniques in play. So on a kind of superficial level, it always looks quite simple, but when it's like the duck on the water, on the top it all looks calm, but underneath the little legs are going very quickly. And that's really what the purpose of doing the training is about, because you don't want to be just the duck on the top. You need to have that kind of all the other things going on as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so today it's the idea is basically the same, to move on a little bit further from what we saw yesterday and to do a little bit more practice, this time with the lessons that I gave you from stage 5, so 61, 62 and 63. So really the important thing is more of a practical effort today, if you like. Okay. So what we'll do is I'll present to you lesson 61. And in lesson 61, there isn't much in the way of explanations. So in a way that's better to get practicing. And then you'll present it back to me. Okay, so if at any stage you hear a noise like that and you can't hear me, just ask me to repeat. Okay, so we're going to start from 61. Have you got 61 up on the screen at the same time?
I do.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll be the teacher and you be the student. Okay, and as we discussed, the important things are to ask the question twice, to give the prompt, to feed all the way through, and then as we go along to add in the correction by imitation. Okay. So let's start then. The word chat. Chat is chatiad, online, en linea. Okay, so do you prefer chatting with your friends on the phone or online? Do you prefer chatting with your friends on the phone or online? I prefer chatting.
I prefer chatting
with my friends online.
Online.
Why? Because it's easier. Because
it's more fun.
Oh, it's more fun. Okay. How often do you go online to look at your email? How often do you go online to look at your email? I go online.
I go online
every day.
A day.
Okay, once a day to look at.
To look at my
email. Okay, so notice. Okay, so darse cuenta or una noticia. Do you notice anything different about the lesson today? Do you notice anything different about the lesson today? Yes or no? I notice.
Yes, I notice
something different.
Something different
about the lesson.
There's noise in the background.
Okay. What's the first thing you notice about people when you meet them for the first time? What's the first thing you notice about people when you meet them for the first time? The first thing I notice.
The first thing I notice
about people. When I meet them for the first time. Is their eyes. Is their eyes. Yeah. So with these kind of questions where it's open to the student, if the student doesn't answer immediately, then you give them the option in there, so what's your favorite color? My favorite color is red. Just give them something to not sit around waiting. Yeah. So,
and these questions are supposed to also feed conversation, because I know there's a section of Q&A within the lesson, and I don't know if it's just questions and answer about conversation.
No, it's question and answer is only the structure. Okay, there's 2 parts. The first part is a review of things that we've seen in previous lessons, and the last part is new material, but it always follows this format. During a course, so a course, for example, of stage 2 is 24 lessons. Okay,
right.
During that course, the 8th lesson and the 16th lesson are open conversation lessons. Okay, so we kind of put the book away. For one lesson, we have just free conversation. Okay, exactly, a chat. But normally we sort of say beforehand. So on the Tuesday lesson next week, what we're going to do is talk about family, friends, holidays and hobbies, or we're going to pretend that you're at the airport and you've lost your bag. So try to look up some vocabulary for next lesson to help you with that. But that's kind of separate from what we're doing here, if you like. Yeah. So even if we didn't have the conversation lessons, these classes would continue in the same order. Yeah,
Great.
we just introduced the conversation lessons as like a little bit of an extra during the course. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the word free is gratis or libre, busy, ocupado. Are most people busy on Sunday? Are most people busy on Sunday, Francesca? No, most people
Most people aren't
aren't busy on Sunday.
on Sunday.
They are free.
Free.
Yes. What do we mean? Well, I'll tell you. By a free meal, we mean we don't have to pay for it. So what do we mean by a free meal? By a free meal,
By a free meal,
we mean
that we
we don't have to
have to pay for
pay
it.
for it. Yep. Do you believe the best things in life are free? Do you believe that the best things in life are free? Yes or no? Yes. Yes.
No,
I don't think
I don't believe
that the best things in life are free.
are free.
Very good. Okay. The word lie, acostarse. Comfortable, cómodo, uncomfortable, incómodo, pillow, la almohada. Is my book, I'll tell you, my book isn't standing on the table, it's lying on the table. Okay, so my book is lying on the table. Francesco, is my book standing on the table? Is my book standing on the table? No, your book isn't.
No, the book isn't standing. It's lying
on the table.
It's on the table.
It's lying
on the table.
On the table. Is it more comfortable to sleep lying down or sitting up? Is it more comfortable to sleep lying down or sitting up? It's more comfortable.
It's more comfortable to sleep lying down
than sitting up. Do you find it comfortable to sleep without a pillow? Do you find it comfortable to sleep without a pillow? Yes or no? Yes.
No.
No, I don't find it.
I find it. I don't find it
comfortable.
I find it uncomfortable.
Okay, to sleep without
without a pillow.
I find it uncomfortable. Or the phrase,
Yeah.
I find it
uncomfortable to sleep without a pillow.
Okay, so wake up, woke up, and woken up. So wake up, woke up, and woken up. So despertarse, se despertó, se había despertado. Okay, so go to sleep, irse a dormir, immediately, inmediatamente, midnight, medianoche. Do you usually go to sleep before midnight? Do you usually go to sleep before midnight? Yes or no? Yes, no?
Yes.
I usually go to sleep before
midnight.
Okay. Do you generally wake up early? Do you generally wake up early? Yes or no?
Yes, I generally wake
not
up.
generally, generally, I generally wake up early. What are the three forms of wake up? What are the three forms of wake up? The three forms
of wake up
are
wake up,
woke up, and
woken up.
Okay. What was the first thing you saw when you woke up today? What was the first thing you saw when you woke up today? The first thing I saw.
The first thing I saw today when I woke up was
not
my
saw.
alarm clock.
Saw when I woke up. I saw when I woke up today. I saw when I woke up today. Today was my alarm clock. Yes. Have you ever woken up too late to go to work? Have you ever woken up too late to go to university? Yes, I've sometimes.
Yes, I've sometimes
woken up too late to go. Not late, too late. Too late to go. Too late
to go
to university. Okay, the word through significa por. Okay, button significa botón, and buttonhole significa el ojal, ¿no? Okay, donde ponemos el botón. So I'm putting my pen through my buttonhole. Okay, so what am I doing, Francesco? What am I doing? You're putting
your pen
through your buttonhole. Not button, buttonhole. Buttonhole. Yes.
Buttonhole.
When you look through your bedroom window, what do you see? When you look through your bedroom window, what do you see? When I look through
my bedroom window,
I see
trees.
Not trees, trees. I see
trees.
I see. So all the phrase, I see trees. Yes. If you went from London to Rome, which cities would you perhaps have to go through? If you went from London to Rome, which cities would you perhaps have to go through? If I went from London to Rome,
I would perhaps go through Paris.
Not go through. I would have to go through. I would perhaps have
would-
to. Perhaps
I would perhaps
have
have
to
to
go
go
through
through
Paris and Milan. And Milan.
and Milan.
So career is the job that we do. So would you like a career in the army, Francesco? Would you like a career in the army? Yes or no?
No,
No, I wouldn't like a career in the
in the
army.
army.
Okay, so very good. So that's the idea. Okay, so you're going to do the
Yeah.
same thing back to me. You don't have to try to do it as fast as me. The important thing is
Okay,
to go through and control the situation with the student, listen for the mistakes and fix the mistakes, and work your way progressively through, making sure that the student is answering as you go. Okay. So the
okay,
important thing is to try to flow rather than pausing. So you kind of have to know the next question in advance. So while they're answering, have your eye on
Okay.
the next question. Okay, so from the top,
Okay.
we'll change roles. I'll put my student hat on and you put your teacher hat on. Okay,
great. From the top, you mean from chat or
exactly.
continuing through?
From chat.
Great. Chat means chatear, and online means en línea. Stephen, do you prefer chatting with your friends on the phone or online? Do you prefer chatting with your friends on the phone or online? I prefer chatting with my friends
I prefer chatting with my friends
online or on the phone.
online.
Online. I prefer chatting
I prefer chatting
with my friends
with my
online.
friends online
Why? Why
because
do you prefer
so
chatting?
so
Okay,
so start
because
prompted because it's easier.
great. How often do you go online to look at your email? How often do you go online to look at your email? I go online.
I go online.
How many times?
Directly give an answer once, or you could give
Okay.
examples. So once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day.
Okay.
Yeah, I go online.
I go online
I go online
once a day
once a day
to look at my email.
to look at my email.
Notice. Notice means darse cuenta. Do you notice anything different about the classroom today? Do you notice anything different about the classroom today? Yes
Yes,
or no?
yes.
Yes, I noticed
I notice
different.
something different
With the classroom today.
with the classroom today.
Do we have to give an example or not
No,
necessarily?
no. In this case, just yes or no is fine.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. What's the first thing you notice about people when you meet them for the first time? What's the first thing you notice about people when you meet them for the first time? The first thing I notice
The first thing I notice
about people when I
About-
meet them
about people when I
first
meet them
time
for the first time
is their
is
voice.
their voice.
Great. So we have free, that could mean libre or gratis. And we have busy, that means ocupado. Are most people busy on Sunday? Are most people busy on Sunday? No,
No,
most people aren't.
most people aren't busy.
They are free.
They are free.
Free. Not,
So
not three, free.
exactly, very good.
What do we mean by free meal? What do we mean by free meal? By a free meal,
By a free
we
meal,
mean
we mean
that we don't have to pay for it.
that we don't have to pay for it.
Do you believe that the best things in life are free? Do we believe that the best things in life are free? Yes or no?
Yes,
Well, yes, I believe
I believe
that the best things in life,
that the best things in life,
that the best, not the best, the best things.
the best things,
So yes, I believe
yes, I believe
that the best things in life,
that the best things in life,
not that the best, that the best.
best.
Great. Yes, I believe
Yes, I believe
that the best things in life
that the best things in life
are free.
are free.
Great.
Okay, so with the correction, it's just correct the word. Don't go all the way back to the beginning of the
Okay,
sentence.
okay.
Generally, sometimes it helps to go all the way back, but 99 out of 100 just correct the word.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay,
So we have lie, that means acostarse. Comfortable, estar cómodo. Uncomfortable, estar incómodo. And pillow, almohada. Is the book standing on the table? Is the book standing on the table? No,
no,
the book isn't standing.
the book isn't
table.
standing on the table.
It's lying on the
It
table.
is lying on the tablet.
Not the tabla, the table.
The table.
Great. Sorry that I'm laughing. I know it's because you're doing it on purpose. Is it more comfortable to sleep lying down or sitting up? Is it more comfortable to sleep lying down or sitting up? It's more comfortable
It's more comfortable
to sleep
to sleep
lying down than
lying
sitting up.
down than shitting up.
Sitting up. Not sitting up, sitting up.
Sitting up.
Great. Do you find it comfortable to sleep without a pillow? Do you find it comfortable to sleep without a pillow? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, I find it comfortable
I find it comfortable
to sleep without a pillow.
to sleep without a pillow.
Not to slop, to sleep with, or to sleep.
To sleep.
To sleep without a pillow.
To sleep without a pillow.
Great. We have wake up, woke up, and woken up. That means despertarse, se ha despertado, and haberse despertado. We have go to sleep, which means irse a dormir. Immediately, which means inmediatamente. And midnight, medianoche. So, Stephen, do you usually go to sleep before midnight? Do you usually go to sleep before midnight? Yes, I usually
Yes, I usually
go to sleep before
go
midnight.
to sleep before midnight.
Not midnight, midnight.
Midnight.
Great. Do you generally wake up early? Yes or no?
Okay, twice with the question. So
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Do you generally wake up early?
yes,
Do you generally? Yes. Great. I generally
I
wake up
generally
early.
woke up early.
We say wake up, not woke up, because that is
Okay.
in the past tense.
Okay,
So I wake up. I generally wake up early.
I generally wake up early. Okay, so avoid giving grammatical explanations if you can.
Okay.
So just simply the correction. Yeah, because otherwise the student loses the thread of what they're trying to say, and the objective is
Okay.
to get them to speak fluently. Okay.
Great. Perfect. So, what are the three forms of wake up? What are the three forms of wake up? The three forms of
The
wake
three
up
forms of wake up
are
are
wake
wake,
up,
wake up,
woke up,
wake up,
wake up, woke up,
wake up, woke up,
and woken up.
woked up,
Not woked, woken,
woken,
woken up.
woken up.
Great. What was the first thing you saw today when you woke up? What was the first thing you saw when you woke up today? The first thing I saw
The first thing I saw
when I woke up,
when I wake up today,
not when I woke up,
when I woke up today,
what was it?
was
Was the phone.
the phone.
Have you ever woken up too late to go to school? Yes or no?
So twice with a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
Have you ever woken up too late to go to school? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes. I've sometimes
I've sometimes
woken up
too
late
early
to go to school.
to go to school.
Too late to go to school.
Too late to go to school.
Great. We have through, a través, button, botón, and buttonhole, donde pones el botón. You used a specific word. I don't remember
Ojal.
what it was.
Ojal.
Ojal. Great.
Mhm.
So what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't have a pen.
Ah.
Or
So
a
let's-
buttonhole.
but again, that's part of the preparation for the lesson. When you get
Yeah,
more used
okay.
to what's going to come up, then you'll realize the things that you need to have at hand for these types of questions. If not, then you have to manage that question or omit the question completely. You know, if you
Okay, perfect.
realize that you can't do what's necessary or it's going to be confusing, then you can leave the question out, or you can improvise a question. But you have to be quite confident in what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you improvise, because it's very easy to get mixed up and confused and do it completely wrong, use words that the students don't know if you improvise. So you have to
Okay.
be really comfortable before improvising. So the easiest thing in those situations is
Omit the question.
omit the question, or there's a little trick that you can do. So if you start reading the question and you realize, you say, well, I'll tell you the answer. Yeah, so you say, what am I doing? What am I? Well, I'll tell you the answer. You're putting your pen through your buttonhole. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting your pen.
Okay.
Yeah, so you give them the answer. So you kind of rewind a little bit and say, well, I'll tell you the answer. I'm putting my pen through my buttonhole. And that allows you to kind of wind back a little bit. And the overriding thing on this is to keep flowing. So it's like I say to some of the teachers, it's like the actors. They say the show must go on. Yeah, and you have to kind of keep that in mind. What you don't want to do is go, I made a bit of a mistake there. No, you don't want to do that. You want to keep flowing with whatever. You say, what am I doing? Oh, well, that answer, we won't do that, or we'll skip that question. We'll go on to the next one. But keep talking and recover. Think while you're talking, but don't stop, because that stops the flow of the students. Okay.
Okay, great. So I'll tell you the answer. I'm putting a pen through my buttonhole shirt, the buttonhole of my shirt.
Okay.
So what am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting
your
pen
through
the buttonhole of your shirt. Great. When you look through the bedroom window, what do you see? When you look through the bedroom window, what do you see? When I look out,
when I look through
my bedroom window, I see the sky. Perfect. If you went from London to Rome, which cities would you perhaps have to go through? If you went from London to Rome, which cities would you perhaps have to go through? If I went from London to Rome, I would perhaps have to go through Paris or Milan. Perfect. Career, which means carrera. Wait, do I specify like carrera as in career and not race, or?
Well, yeah, because career
Yeah.
is really just about jobs. It's your job history. So even at university, we don't say a university career. We say a university degree or a university course. So with this word, I always say career is the job that we do, or something like that, or our job history.
Or carrera laboral.
Yeah,
maybe.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So career means carrera laboral. Would you like a career in the army? Would you like a career in the army? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I would like.
Yes, I would like
a career
on the army.
Not on, in the art.
in the art.
Perfect. Do I continue?
Okay, well, we'll swap back again. Okay, so I'll do the next bit, but you're doing very well. So lots of
Thank you.
things that trainee teachers struggle with, you seem to pick up very easily. So one of the difficulties is changing the perspective of the answer. So you ask the question, what am I doing? And then when you answer, you're answering as if you were the student. So you are.
Yes.
So you're kind of talking back. And that's a difficult thing to do. So you picked that up very quickly. And that's good. Okay. There will be times when it's not so easy to do. And
no, of course.
But you picked that up very easy. So that's a good thing. Okay. So cross significa cruz or cruzar. So a verb and a noun. Crossroads, cruce de calles, crucijada, test una prueba. Okay, so Francesco, what's this? It's
a cross.
When a teacher puts a cross next to an answer in a written test, it means the answer is wrong. Okay, so when a teacher puts a cross next to an answer in a written test, it means the answer is wrong. So when a teacher puts a cross next to an answer in a written test, what does it mean, Francesco? When a teacher puts a cross next to an answer in a written test, it means the answer is wrong.
Wrong.
Are there any crossroads at the end of the street where you live? Are there any crossroads at the end of the street where you live? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes?
No.
There aren't any crossroads. Any crossroads at the end of the road. At the end of the road where I live. So danger, peligro, dangerous, peligroso, dangerously, peligrosamente. Alcohol, no sé qué significa, detective, detective. Okay, so what color do we use for danger? What color do we use for danger, Francesco? We use red for danger. Is it dangerous to drive after drinking alcohol? Is it dangerous to drive after drinking alcohol? Yes, it's dangerous.
Yes, it's dangerous to drive
after drinking alcohol. Would you like to live dangerously like a detective? Somebody like Sherlock Holmes, for example. Would you like to live dangerously like a detective? Somebody like Sherlock Holmes, for example. Yes or no? Yes, I'd like to live.
Yes. Yes, I'd like to live.
To live dangerously. To live
dangerously.
Like a detective.
Like a detective.
Somebody like Sherlock Holmes.
Somebody like Sherlock Holmes.
Okay. Should and obligation. Okay, so we'll look at those. Obligation, obligación, alternative, alternativa, ambulance, ambulancia. The sentences I must study and I should study are not the same. The first sentence, I must study, means I have an obligation to study. I have no alternative. The second sentence, I should study, means that I have alternatives. I can go to the cinema if I like, or go for a walk, but studying is the right thing for me to do. The best idea is to study. Okay, so with these types of questions that come up, what's the difference between, okay, this structure of a sentence is everywhere in the books. So from stage one, we teach the students to answer questions of this form. And the form of the sentence and the answer is nearly always the same. Okay, so the difference between blah and blah is that blah means this, whereas blah means that. Okay, so the word whereas, mientras que. And we teach that in stage one. So we repeat the structure over and over and over again, so the student should be very comfortable in answering a question of this form, even though it's very long.
Okay.
Yeah. And the reason behind this is that if you break it down, there's the word difference, and then there's two options. Yeah. So what we're doing psychologically behind this is getting students to hold two concepts in their mind at the same time and think
Yeah.
of those two concepts. And then the words
Okay.
just go around that. So they don't even have to think about the words. Okay. So what's the difference between
Perfect.
these two sentences? I must study and I should study. What's the difference between these two sentences? I must study and I should study. The difference between
The difference between
those two sentences
those two sentences
is that I must study
is that I must
Must study.
study
means I have no alternative,
means I have no alternative.
whereas I should study
Whereas I should study
means I have alternatives.
means I have alternatives.
But studying is the right thing to do. But studying
But studying is
is the right thing for me to do.
for me to do.
How do we translate I must study? How do we translate I must study? We translate
We translate
I must study with
with
yo debo estudiar.
debería.
Yo debo estudiar.
Okay.
Yo debo
Isn't it more
estudiar.
like debería?
Well, have a look at this. How do we translate I should study? How do we translate I should study? We
Yeah,
did,
okay.
we translate,
Yeah.
we translate
We translate
I
I
should
should study
study with
debería
estudiar.
with debería
Es-
estudiar.
Yeah, okay, so it's, I mean, the whole point of this section is
Yeah, yeah.
exactly that, yeah? So do you think people should be more polite in the shops and the streets? Do you think people should be more polite in the shops and streets? Yes, I think
Yes, I think
people should be more
Well-
polite
should be more polite
in the shops and streets.
in the shops and streets.
Not shops and streets, shops and
Shops and streets.
streets. Do you agree that students should study hard? Do you agree that students should study hard? Yes, of course.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Of course, I agree that students
I agree that students
should study hard.
should study hard.
What should we do when somebody, oh, well, I'll tell you, when somebody is dangerously ill, we should immediately call an ambulance. So, Francesco, what should we do when somebody is dangerously ill? When somebody
When
somebody is dangerously
dangerously
ill,
dangerously
ill,
ill,
we should immediately
we should immediately
call an ambulance.
call an ambulance.
What do you think you should do if you want to make a lot of money? What do you think you should do if you want to make a lot of money? If you want to make,
If you
if you
want
want
to make
a lot of money,
a lot of money,
I think you should
I think you should
invest in Tesla.
in Tesla.
Yes. Okay, so we're running out of time on this Zoom. So what we'll do is we'll leave and come back in Zoom 2. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. See you in a
Great.
moment.